should have listened to the old lady.
Brach! Scheiß! In zwei!
Again and again and again.
Not supposed to be any smoke.
Water. That's some poison.
Tell me you jest.
Watch your heads!
Army's a waste of time for one like me.
Vermögen!
Bigger they are, easier they are to target.
Greetings. What is it?
Nothing personal, I assure you.
My scars? No, they don't hurt.
Off to the front yet again.
Catch!
Thing about slings, they hide well.
We're the best regiment in the whole ploughing north!
I'd hoped we could solve this some other way. Ha!
We must trust each other!
What do you want of me?
In evading Nilfgaard's banners, Meve led her force into Angren's wildest reaches. The foe could not attack the Lyrians there, yet hazards of another sort befell them. One day they reached a quagmire too vast and deep to ford. So the Queen summoned her engineer, Xavier, and called on him to build a makeshift bridge. By nightfall, he had drawn up plans.
We shall start by laying abutments, then drive piles into the mire.
The depth?
We dropped plumb lines. 4 L's.
Confused by the plans, Meve did not see as Xavier slipped a line off his shoulder. By the time she felt it on her throat, she feared it might be too late.
I long awaited this moment, when we would be alone. You die now, Majesty, and with you dies Lyria's, Rivia's, the whole North's will to resist. Hail, Ketzer! Hail!
What died was the Nilfgaardian rallying cry in Xavier's throat. At the last instant, Gascon and Reynard rushed in to save the warrior queen, and thus proved their loyalty beyond any doubt.
Your Grace! Your Grace!
There was no answer, but Reynard could hear her breathe. Meve would live. It was several hours later when Meve finally came to. She opened her eyes, then Gascon and Reynard helped her to her feet.
Careful, Your Majesty.
I should have been more careful earlier.
No need for words. You needn't mention it.
I couldn't disagree more. First of all. Second, my trust. Yet today you proved beyond all doubt.
To serve under your banner, Majesty, it is an honor.
Likely I'd have put it differently.
Very well. We've matters to which we must attend. I trust as I lay there dead to the world, you did not sit about with your thumbs up your bums.
In a manner of
Your Grace, the rogue who lunged at you...
Just a moment, that makes no sense. He saved my life in Mahakam, on the bridge.
He did.
In one of the letters we found, Et Dahi orders Gwalter to watch over Elder-in-Chief Hoog. The Scoia'tael in the mountains was sent there by Nilfgaard to recruit dwarves, but their commander, the Vixen, they feared she'd attack Bruva himself. Something Ebdahi wished to avoid.
Naturally. For someone else could seize power, someone not so neutrally. This discovery you made how?
We found in his toolbox a concealed compartment, letters inside. Though encrypted, we managed to decipher them. They were the Grey Rider for you to read.
The swine. An Imperial spy.
He'd only just received the order. Another letter in the box signed by General...
Honourless bastards.
Now, Maeve, you'll gain nought by getting right.
Is that so?
Think. Ebdahi had a spy in our midst. He knew our movements, had his eye on us, his finger on the pulse. He knew our plans, who we parlayed with, and yet he didn't order your assassination. For you posed no threat. Well, clearly so much changed. Congratulations. Nilfgaard fears you now.
And rightly so. But we found him in the rubble at Rosberg, midst the ashes.
Precisely what placed him beyond suspicion.
We suspect Walter enlisted with the Edenians some years past. Infiltrated that army.
He had a hand in Rosberg's defence. Then, when the time was right, he lent that same hand to its demise. Caused an explosion that tore a hole through its walls.
It would stop. So it was not
A filthy lie to stoke the fires of racial hatred.
If we're to judge by Rayla's actions, he was rather successful.
Bastard. Yet even so badly hurting.
I've heard much of Nilfgaardian spies, Your Grace. As soon as Gwalter spotted a chance to join our ranks, to be at your side, he took it.
To be brief, I've
Your Grace, you
You, Willem, the Cad Caldwell, Gascon, Gabor, finally Xavier. Tell me how.
You can't. Amongst all the realms in the north, you're Nilfgaard's sole rival. One remaining threat. The Blackclads will do all to destroy you, if not upon...
What's left? Prayer? We've talked enough.
Majesty, you ought to rest.
Only my horse needs to...
Maeve, you've just about...
I'm not Gascon. Quite the opposite, actually. These...
The Aruga lies near. I sent scouts...
Splendid.
Sandflies and mosquitoes blanketed Maeve's face and neck. She did not bother to brush them away. She'd been in Angren long enough to know more would come in their place.
Your Majesty.
Reynard called from behind.
Our scouts have returned. We've a large force of Blackclads on our tail.
Though near her strength's end, Maeve stepped up her pace. She could not wait to stand upon a barge deck.
Your Grace, have mercy. I stepped away but for a spell.
Croaked a scout, pale as a ghost.
Thieves jumped out the underbrush. Fell upon it. Whole band of them. A white-haired warrior. A minstrel. And a lass. What had a bow.
Well, is that all?
Interrupted Gascon.
No vampire sat upon an ass with no saddle? You're cocked up, man, damn it. Maeve, what now?
The Queen turned back towards the swamp.
Life is mine now.
Everyone, rally to me! Drive them back!
To thee, Nitloir! Yeah, yeah!
Wise choice.
We'll catch them all! Alba! Order! We'll put Mahakam boots to Imperial arses! Your life is mine now!
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
This could hurt.
Left, right, left, right.
To thee, Nitloir! Can dwarves fight? Ha! The fish pissing lakes!
Nes Tedatu.
Ysylaf Saifil!
That bit's the white of an eye from half a league away.
Hail, Kerzer! Your Grace, that was but their vanguard.
Near the battle's end, Meve faced a black-clad officer. Nimbly dodging his strike, she countered. The Queen's sword sank deep.
Majesty, what is it? Are you hurt?
Reynard said, rushing to her side.
No, I'm not. It's fine.
We ain't time enough for that.
Interjected Gascon.
That was but the vanguard sent in pursuit to slow us down. And even so, they outnumbered us 2 to 1. What happens when the main force arrives? We must flee. Now.
And abandon the injured, to bleed to death in the mud?
Alas, Reynard, yes. Unless you'd rather we stayed and died with them.
Gascon is right. Should Nilfgaard close the distance between us, we'll stand little chance.
Phew. At least you've the sense to...
But I would sooner perish than let my men rot in this accursed swamp.
Meve waited for the medics to sew the last stitch, tie off the last bandage. Only then did she order her fatigued and laden with the wounded, the Lyrian... At long last, Meve spotted a dark form spanning the river's course, Red Lobendon's bridge. Just a brief stretch more, Meve shut her eyes, felt them sting with fatigue. She knew when she turned she could not show her men what—
Those would be lies! The truth is as bitter as it is undeniable. We stand cornered. Cannot win this fight, cannot flee it.
Defend the Queen! Valyria!
I warned you.
I smell a leak.
We may die here today, but not on our hands and knees!
That bit's the white of an eye from half a league away.
Greetings. What is it?
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! We're friends, not foe!
Damn it, just gets better and better.
To the bridge! Cut away back to the bridge! Bolster the defense!
Hi-ho, hi-ho!
That was not in the spellbooks.
Your Grace, our soldiers, they flee! Defend the Queen! Valyria!
Barbarians.
We may die here today, but not on our hands and knees!
No time for that!
I warned you.
There's a time to reap, a time to sow.
A time to die.
Don't shoot! Don't shoot! We're friends, not foe!
Damn it, just gets better and better.
To the bridge! Cut away back to the bridge! Bolster the defense!
Quiet, or the Commissar will hear. Left, right, left, right. Now, how did that incantation go?
You mad? Don't say that!
Scoia'tael! Attack! For Mahagam!
Scheiß in Trade!
Ever have a storm knock out one of your teeth?
God!
The quill is mightier than the sword.
Hi-ho, hi-ho!
Off to the front yet again.
Your Majesty, no!
I've lost my tooth. Foot of a whore.
There's been a mistake. I'm no mage.
Wait, you're serious?
Life is mine now.
That bit the white of an eye from half a league away.
El Herzer. Wise choice.
This could hurt. Order! Life is mine now.
Meve was victorious on the banks of the Yaruga, but paid dearly for it. She lost a host of men and suffered harm herself. Yet she'd have been doomed, if not for a certain white-haired witcher. Meve longed to meet her mysterious savior and set off in search of him as soon as the battle dust had settled. She found him with the field surgeon and learned he was none other than the Witcher Geralt. Yes, Incredible as it may seem, I've heard the tale from several and can vouch for its truth. At any rate, making note of the fact that Geralt's ears were ringing from a blow with a mace, Meve began immediately to interrogate him.
Uther, Thronebreaker?
Asked Meve, prodding him insistently. For a spell, Geralt worried his hearing was shot, but then realized the Queen had a lisp.
Worked out that way, I guess.
You guess?
Meve gagged on the blood in her mouth.
Someone hold me!
The Queen felt Geralt merited the highest honor, a knighthood. Another monarch might have delayed until a more opportune time, but not Meve. Meve delayed nothing.
Count Odo, Uther, do the honors. Alas, I cannot because of my tooth.
For valor shown in battle, I, Meve, by the gods' grace, Queen of Lyria and Rivia, hereby do knight thee.
Geralt of place unknown. The bridge you felled with men from Rivia. Or so you guess. I guess it falls to me to dub thee Geralt of Rivia.
Meve had come home, though by a circuitous route, through Edern's smoking embers, Angren's beast-infested quagmires, cross Mahakam's snow-capped ridges. But she had returned, cloaked in legend, a mighty army in tow. The moment was weighty, and not to be tainted even by Geralt of Rivia's disappearance, or dare we say desertion. The hero of the battle for the bridge was now a sought man. Yet Meve was determined to take back her realm, with or without the Witcher's aid. The Lyrians' daring escapade behind enemy lines, and the triumphant victory at the battle for the bridge that crowned it, breathed new life into the North's war effort. Bands of resistance fighters now swarmed the conquered lands, while Cedwyn and Redania, on the verge of swearing fealty to the Emperor, suddenly broke off talks with the invader. The Nilfgaardian war machine suddenly screeched to a halt, and the tide of war turned. Facing a united North, the invader had to withdraw the bulk of its forces from Lyria and Rivia. The way was cleared for Meve to retake her lost lands, defeat General Epdahi, and depose Willem. Or perhaps mother and son would not have to fight after all.
Milady, I come at King Willem's bidding.
Prince Willems.
His Majesty proposes a meeting. No arms, no escorts.
His Majesty? Whelp's barely tall enough to reach his mother's bosom. For shame!
Silence. Let him say his piece.
His Majesty, Willem I, wishes to...
He wishes to surrender.
Your words, not mine, Your Grace.
I have a few more on the tip of... Willem I will choose nought.
Understood, Your Grace.
Willem's emissary rode off, serenaded by hisses and jeers.
The fool. Nag'll toss him off first chance it gets.
No great loss, I wager.
Sounds a ruse to me.
Whence this, sir?
Come now, Meve. At the end of it all, he's your... Perhaps let bygones be...
Only one way to know.
Meve rode out, clad in golden plate, her band...
Ma'am, I've something you must see, without undue delay.
You need my help with it?
Long you've travelled, Barnabas.
Corvia, yes. Matina, yes. Novigrad?
Why haven't
The hierarch.
Stop right there.
See, it had
Barnabas no—
As you command, Your Majesty.
Noted. Time I Arnulf.
Think there's... I didn't join your army to meet men, but quicker you lead me.
I can't help but...
Ain't the tattoo?
The method makes little difference.
Aim here. Alas, don't seem they can read it.
I wish not to pry.
For only death. You must have heard what they call me.
To die by one's child's hand. A terrible...
But did you earn it? This...
What?
Listen, lass. My dad, he'd drink and beat. Never met this son of yours.
So long.